stop being a people pleaser. The biggest thing that I witnessed so many guys go through is, how do I overcome people pleasing? How am I overcoming the nice guy trope? The good guy trope? How? And I think, learning from my experience, right, I think one of the biggest things that I've learned about people pleasing is that it stems from so many different criteria. Maybe your child experience, maybe when you're in high school, maybe when you're in school, maybe how your parents treated you. You constantly look at these things because you have something to prove. But how do you overcome being a people pleaser? How do I overcome this, coach? What am I doing that I need to know? What information I need to know? And one of the things that I really want you guys to understand is that the world lied to you. When you start recognizing, hold on, wait, I've been people pleasing this entire time. So like opening doors for girls and doing nice things, not getting in arguments, everything that, when they talk about movies, about love and being the nice guy will land success, right? So we were taught that doing all these things, right? Being the good guy. The whole idea of nice guy finishing last, right? Those things that we were learned and taught in our lives, those things were all just lies. Because here's the thing that's happening right now, right? A lot of guys are going through this. A lot of guys are saying, hey, I don't want to play the whole dating game because I'm playing too many rules, right? We're already falling into the idea of being a good guy. We're already falling because you want to go get her flowers. You want to open the door for her. You want to do all these things that you want to do for her. But it's not hitting the people-pleasing point, coach. You're not getting at the people-pleasing, coach. You have to understand that when you were a kid, there were certain things that were being programmed in your mind to be that. So when you start dealing with other women and this, that, that, they were programmed for X, Y, and Z, and this is the cadence that we're having in today's age. Being a people pleaser isn't just about dating world, right? It's about your day-to-day life. If you watch so many movies telling you, hey, if you be this good guy, if you be this good person, you'll get this reward, you'll get this reward. I remember I was so afraid about having conflict, having arguments. I used to be afraid because I saw it. I saw it in my day-to-day. If I spoke up, I'm in trouble. If I did something wrong, I'm in trouble. Well, I'm going to do everything right so I never get in trouble. There's too many guys out here have gone through these certain situations, right? You've gone to this, well, it's like, man, if I do these specific things, I'm going to be okay. But I'm trying to tell you, the reason why I'm telling you guys, hey, how to stop being a people pleaser is you got to first recognize that the world already lied to you. Those facts, those movies, those specific sayings, the things that will say, hey, you do this, you're going to get the girl of your dreams and this, that, and the third, that's all a lie. Like when you wake up and you're like, oh, snap, Santa's not real, my parents they all buy my gifts. It's like you're waking up. And this is super important because at the end of the day, once you recognize that the world lied to you, you can start building off the truth. And the truth is earning respect from within. Okay, how do I do this, coach? What am I doing? I usually, when I got to this period in my life where I was like, okay, let me build a business. Or let me play a sport. Or let me go do hard things. Cold showers. Or let me go to the gym. Let me wake up in the AM. I did all hard things, right? I remember I was in college and I was like, okay, like, it's snowing, I don't care. I remember I distinctly was like, I'm waking up at 5 a.m. every day, taking a cold shower. Then I'm going and I'm jogging to the gym. And I'm going to the rec and I'm going to work out every single day. And I'm not going to stop, I'm not going to stop, I'm not going to stop. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over. I kept doing it. Because here's the thing. You look around, right? You look at your teammates, you look at your peers, you look at people that are around you. And you say, how can they do that? And I looked at myself and I said, how am I going to change myself? How am I going to earn that respect? Well, for me, I figured out, well, if I start doing hard things, I can now look at myself and say I have a distinct opinion about this specific thing, right? We often see a lot of guys not having opinions about certain things because they feel like they're going to get backlash for saying it. If I were to tell you guys, hey, wake up at 5 a.m., and I'm like, well, I shouldn't say wake up at 5 a.m. because people have different schedules and you start optimizing how people feel and how people think, instead of just saying, hey, wake up at 5 a.m. That thought of saying, hey, I have to optimize because the world is telling me I should do this. No, you don't optimize because you lived it. You have to build up that callous mind, that respect for yourself to understand that if I don't speak on these things, if I don't stand on it, then who am I? So what did I have to do? I had to go do it. Because everybody's like, hey, coach don't really play. Coach this, that, and third. The amount of XP the amount of things in my bag that I can pull, the amount of things that I have in my bag that I can pull and show you, you will be baffled. But what I'm trying to say, you have to go out and you have to earn respect for yourself. You can't, that's how you stop it. You understand the truth, you recognize the truth, and now you're saying, hey, I have to rebuild myself to earn it. And that's how you overcome it. And then now, once you overcome it, you start living for yourself. Now, everybody's gonna be like, yo, coach, but what if God? Yes, God is in the story. He's always been there the entire time. But when I say live for you, is taking that path from point A to point B. it may not look like a straight line, guys. It may not be you may not have the same friend group. You may not have the same opinions anymore. It may be hard to talk about those certain topics in your friend group. It may look like, how am I walking? Where am I walking to? There's too many guys that I often see that when they get to a portion where it's like, I'm going to live for myself. It's like, man, I got to have a why for myself. And I get it. You have to have a why. But sometimes a lot of guys aren't having the why be themselves. They're probably still living for the world. They're probably still living for others of people's opinions and their ideas and their thoughts to shape their worldview. So you're still living in this chaos of saying, hey, I don't want to be a people pleaser, but my ideas and my thoughts still come from a people pleasing place. I was once a people pleaser to the max. Not wanting to argue with people, not wanting to have my thoughts respected, not wanting, I didn't care for things. I didn't have an opinion about certain things. I opened the doors all the time. I said, thank you. I'm grateful. I'm saying all these good things that I should be doing because I thought in my head, if I keep doing all these good things, I'm going to return good. I'm going to have good. If I make sure that I tell her that she is the most beautiful person in the world, if I double text, if I triple text, if I send long paragraphs, if I say good morning, beautiful, if I say all these different things, she's going to love me for me. And that was a sign that I realized, you couldn't be even wrong. Like, just know that, like, the fact is, you do these things because you don't want to strike a chord. It's something that hits you deeply in the core. But guys, if you want to stop people pleasing, you have to understand the truth. You have to understand the truth. You have to rebuild. And you have to do it for you. The truth, rebuilding for you, is how you educate yourself of getting out of the pathway of saying, oh, I'm going to keep people pleasing. So it's up to you. But believe it or not, class is closed. Okay. Guys, I need you guys to tap it. Tap it for me. Guys, if you haven't popped into the Discord, go to the Discord. The link is in the bio. Just click it. The Book of Yay. Join the Discord, guys. Also, go to YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Turn me up. But I want to get to the one point that everybody's been asking me. Coach this, coach that, coach, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm doing a 6-month coaching program. Guys, it's a one-on-one. It's only a couple spots. Look, for the guys that are serious, go join the Discord. The link is in my bio. DM me one-on-one. And then we can go from there. But guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm only taking people that's trying to get off the bench and trying to play the game and try to win. I'm not taking people that don't want to win. You guys ever been to a program and you look over here like, oh snap, the program's good. Yeah, we're doing that, guys. So the guys that want to get their fitness right. For the guys that want to get their goals right. For the guys that want to demolish the dating game and go and understand how to go past the heartbreak, I'm that guy. For the guys that really want to tap in on their faith, I'm that guy. So I'm only going to take a couple guys that are really serious, guys. We're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna see how you're at. But I'm only taking serious people. If you are the type of person that say, hey, I'm done with the fact that I'm losing at life and I want to win, the people that are locked in with the Book of Yay, we gonna win. You gonna look at your teammates and you gonna say, I'm a winner. But at the end of the day, if you come on this side, we gonna work. It's no BS. It's everything. It's daily. So guys, tap in. The Book of Yay. Go to YouTube, subscribe, lock in. But believe it or not, class is closed.